Alright. Alrighty. Move. Ooh. We left off in the middle of Sigma's route last time. So we shall continue from there. And see how far we can get. We will probably, well, most definitely, get Sigma's ending today. Hello? After your update, you don't want to show the game? Sure. Guess who forgot to turn down the volume again? Me. You as well. Thanks, Eric. I hope you have a great evening. Hope you're doing alright. Have fun with whatever you're doing. And I hope your stream was fun earlier. Or was that yesterday? I got a notification, but sometimes my phone is like, here, take this notification from days ago. Now it's here. Alright, so let's go. We left off after that's great. After Quark collapsed yet again. Seriously, this whole Quark business is getting on my nose so hard. But oh well. Eventually, we will manage, I guess. Maybe. Probably not. Yeah. Maybe we are not actually on Sigma's route. Well, we shall see. We shall see.
This condition could change at any moment. You should go. Oh no.
Demiurge shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him.
Quark, come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Demiurge grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. Shake, shake, shake. It was Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing?
Right, I can skip that. Oh. Not like I've read that before. You mean in the control room? All that had was a bunch of stuff for controlling the generator. I don't think anybody would put medicine there.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the archives. Books and so on in abundance, but no medicine.
Oh God. Then he's going to... Oh God, no.
Look, just to be sure, where did the three of you go?
Someplace called the Bee Garden. It was kind of like a park with trees and stuff.
Oh, so they went there.
Yeah. No medicine. Maybe some medicinal plants?
No. The Meiji slumped to the ground. For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Quark! Oh, thank God. You're awake.
Get away from me!
Thank goodness I don't have to sit through that yet again. And bye-bye, Alice. Did we find her this time around? No one here, huh? Damn, where did she go? No point in complaining. I just needed to look somewhere else. I turned and headed toward the exit. we skipped so many story beats already. Oh. Makes my skip-loving heart pump that much harder. There's so many repeat scenarios in this game. I don't know. It really feels a bit forced that they decided 28 endings is necessary. Do we get a hint? Okay. So this is the archives, huh? Okay, Cork and Alice searched this room. That is one hell of an ugly doll. Damn. Nothing here either. We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. If she loses it like Kay did and nobody's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry. I decided to try the garden, where Clover, Tamioji and Dio had gone after passing through their door. I'm just thinking, it is so strange that everybody finds Sigma almost immediately if anything happens, but when Sigma is looking for anyone, they're not here, they're not there, they're not anywhere. The first thing I noticed when I stepped inside was the smell. No? Plant life was everywhere and the air was filled with the fresh scent of it growing, underlaid with the sweet, dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. Yes? While the air outside had been dry and harsh, in here it was warm and wet, like a forest after a spring rain. Just like Clover said, plants and stuff everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, this tiny, tiny garden is plants everywhere. I walked slowly down the path, still slightly stunned. Most of the facility had been cold, dull metal, but this room was possibly verdant. Man, hard to believe there's something like this here. What the hell is this even for? As strange as the garden was, Alice needed to be my priority. I reined my thoughts back in and continued down off the path and into the grass. Shouldn't you be able to see if she's there or not from here? I'd only gone a few steps when I stopped short. Is she? Ah, okay. I was about to say, is she...
Oh, there you are.
Digging her own
Good.
grave, literally.
I'm glad you showed up. I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to take her to the infirmary.
Then she's alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here. Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here. Wait,
right.
Hold on. There's something I need to tell you. Just stay calm.
What?
Look to the right.
My right or your right?
Your right.
Oh, what the hell? This is a bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 01. The one on the crew quarters said 03. Shit. Then there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 02 bomb out there somewhere?
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it! It means we're talking about an explosion the size of 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who said
Clover,
it?
Tenmyoji, and Dio investigated the garden. There's also a chance someone else said it. Anyone could have come here after they left and before we showed up.
I need to go shut up my dog, otherwise I'm gonna
Anyway,
go...
We need to move Alice. Help
Crazy.
me out here.
Oh, alright.
All right,
What did
please
I
pay
miss?
attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
But this is the first time we actually get to scan her, right?
Her results are identical to Quark's.
Oh no, the second.
She
The
has
second.
also been infected with Radical 6.
I had called everyone else back after I brought Alice to the infirmary. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her? Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. It's a special antiviral treatment. Whether or not there's any around here, though. No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please! Please don't die! I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. Dude, you have no idea how the virus is traveling from body to body. How you get infected. Maybe you should not touch her so easily. I don't know. I know, I keep making the same joke with touch her and you get STDs after she said, yeah, look at me. Don't I look super healthy? I don't look sick at all. I'm absolutely fine. You don't see any kind of signs of sickness in me. And there's so many sicknesses, illnesses where you cannot see from the outside that somebody is sick. Yes, not all of them are deadly. Most of them aren't. Yes, or if they are, you will later look really, really sick, but in the beginning it doesn't really show. Yes, but just being like, yeah, well, look at me. Aren't I so pretty? I'm so pretty, so I can't be sick. It just doesn't make sense. That always reminds me of one of my one of the people I went to school with. She always wore a ton of makeup, like really a mask made of makeup. It was really caked on. So one day she came to school without her makeup on because she overslept, I believe. And every teacher was like, oh no, are you sick? Are you feeling alright? You're so white. Are you alright? And she was really playing into it, like, oh, I'm not really feeling well. Could I go home early? And I was just sitting there with a friend of mine and we were like, she looks totally fine. She just looks normal because her skin can finally see the sun. After years of being hidden underneath makeup. But oh well. She got to go home early. Lucky her, I guess. none of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably. Yeah, next time maybe you should stop her from doing that. Or now you should maybe, I don't know, isolate her together with Alice. Although, ooh, would they murder each other then? No, the host is only driven to suicide, so it doesn't matter how many infected are in the same room. You just shouldn't give them anything to murder themselves with. Although, let's face it, if you want to kill yourself, there's so many ways to kill yourself without any weapons. They definitely need some courage, some desperation to achieve, but they're totally manageable. But well, let's not dwell on that. Let's continue.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
What about Alice and Quark?
I guess we're just gonna have to leave him behind.
No! I'm not leaving!
Clover.
I'm staying here! Like heck I'm gonna leave Alice all alone! She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soberil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark. I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
I don't know if it's just me, but Clover's voice actress here doesn't do a good job.
She can do what she wants.
Huh?
I see. Dio and Tenmyoji's opponent in the next AB game is Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally, which I don't think I need to mention would be pretty favorable for Dio. If she stays, he's got an easy round.
Whoa. What are you
Doesn't he
saying?
always, though?
You think I'm gonna choose betray?
Yes.
I do. Am I wrong?
Yes.
No.
Of course I'm gonna pick ally.
Of
For one,
course.
Tenmyoji's gonna be in there with me. I can't just ignore his opinion and make my own choice, right?
Then stay out.
No.
Why don't
I
you?
won't be going. I can't leave Quark here when he's like
Damn
this.
it.
I'll be staying, just like Clover.
Hey, come on now. What is this?
Knock it off, Dio. He's too smart to let you make a scapegoat out of him.
What the hell? Why are you so suspicious of me?
Because it's
Yes?
you?
What if Dio stays behind too? If Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio all don't vote, then everyone allies, right?
Oh, you don't know?
Know what?
This. You didn't find a note like this one?
Huh? Wait, what's this?
We found it in the archives.
Well, there sure as hell
so
wasn't anything
now-
like that in the garden.
We didn't find one in the control room either.
Interesting. Apparently only the archive had one.
Yep. What does it say?
Why don't you read it for us, Sigma?
Why always me? I took the note from him and, still slightly confused, began to read. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You see? At least one member of each trio must vote. Otherwise,
That means Kay has to vote. Quark and Alice certainly aren't in any condition to. If he doesn't, all 3 of them are screwed.
Okay?
Wait a second. Kay's got 6 BP right now. His opponent is gonna have to default to ally. That means if Kay chooses betray, he's gonna have 9 points.
Same for you?
needn't worry. I have every intention of choosing ally.
Oh, give me a break. You expect us to just swallow your bullshit?
Didn't you
Oh, dear.
just say the same thing?
Dio, please, think for a moment. You do realize that Alice currently only has 1 BP, don't you? If I were to betray her, what would happen?
Anyone whose BP drops to
I am not so desperate to escape that I would be willing to kill. Therefore, I will definitely choose ally. Indeed, I really have no choice. Unless, of course, I wish to become a murderer.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex.
We don't have time to argue about this. There's only one solution. Clover, you're going to have to go vote for us.
Huh?
What does that mean?
What, did I use big words?
Huh?
It means this!
I'd never seen someone move that fast before, let alone someone as old as Tenmyoji. Did he really restrain him? In the blink of an eye, he covered the few feet between him and Dio and slammed a closed fist into the other man's chest. Okay. Dio fell to his knees, wheezing for air. Tenmyoji waited a half second to make sure he was down, then turned to look at Clover. Go.
He's not gonna stay down forever. Get out of here, Clover.
But...
You and Kay are in the same position now. I've only got 1 BP, just like Alice.
Interesting. So long as Tenmyoji doesn't vote, Clover's only choice is to choose ally.
Admittedly, there is a chance she might kill me.
Are you saying you trust me with your life?
That's about the size of it. What the hell are you standing around for? Get! You don't need to worry about Alice. I'll keep a good eye on her, I promise. Now get moving! You still don't trust me.
No, that's not it at all. I trust you, I just...
You're overwhelmed? Because you want to vote betray? Yeah, shut up.
We need to go.
Come on. Okay. Take care of Alice.
She'll be fine.
That seemed to finally satisfy her, and we were off. We ran as fast as we could, leaping through doors and tearing through rooms on our way back to the warehouse. Oh, you weren't that far away? You made it sound like you were downstairs in warehouse B. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
You've all got a moon card, right? Sigma, really?
Yes, we do.
Good. Then let's go. Four AB gates yawned open as we swiped our cards. The fifth one, the one Dio had opened, stayed empty. The sixth would have been Alice's, remained unopened. Kay and Clover quickly entered the second and third from the right, and Luna and I headed toward our own.
Hold on a minute.
What is it?
You're going to choose ally, right?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Of course we are.
You promise?
Sure. I
Cross your
promise.
heart.
Cross my
You're gonna be in a
heart.
world of hurt if you double-cross me.
Don't sweat it. I am a man of my word. I frowned but said nothing and disappeared into her own AP room. The second from the left. Luna and I nodded to one another and headed for the last one, the leftmost room. No body this time either. Good. Let's start. Okay, let me check real quick. as soon as I can.
1 minute
Shut up.
remains until Ambidex game
Yes,
polling
Ally is
closes.
the right choice. Don't care about
What
you,
are you going to
Noinsa. Well, I don't have a choice, do I? I promised. I said I'd choose
Yes,
Ally.
but Phi has 6 BP. If she betrays us...
Yeah, she'll have 9 points, I know.
Right.
What do you think we should do, Luna?
It's your decision, Sigma.
Isn't
I'll
she
be
in the same boat
position
as the
either way.
others? What?
You have 6 BP too, don't you? That means if we betray Phi,
No,
and
they
she
allied,
chooses
right?
Ally...
Then I would have 9 points.
Yes. You see? In either case, I could end up with someone in my group reaching their goal.
20 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
That's it. We don't have any time left. You have to make a choice.
Are you sure this is okay with you?
Yes.
Alright. I turn to face the machine.
10 seconds remain.
What am I going to choose?
9, 8, 7,
Ally? Or betray?
6, 5, 4,
Nobody cares. This is impossible.
3, 2,
2, 1. Ally.
Round 2 of the
The
Ambidex
next
game
game has been completed.
Result. Thank Ambidex.
Luna and I stepped out of our AB room a little later than the others. They were already gathered in front of the projection, awaiting the announcement of the results. Why were we so late? What did you do in there?
You chose Ally, right? Are you sure that was okay?
Yeah. What else was I gonna do? I promised. It'll be fine. I'm sure Phi chose Ally too.
Really?
Come on, what's with you? Yeah, that's not like you, Luna. Do you not trust
No,
Phi?
that's not what I mean. It's just...
Let's just go have a look, shall we? Why are you even talking about this? We'll know what happened in just a few seconds.
You're right. Let's go.
But it's really amazing that the ever-trusting
Result
Luna is
me?
all like, are you really sure Ally was a good choice? You know, she could have betrayed you. Was it really a good choice? Oh. Why betrayed us? Oh no! Who could have seen that coming?
Points have been assigned. Please.
Hey, what the hell is this? Why'd you choose betray? I thought we promised.
We? I don't remember that.
What?
You promised me. You said you'd choose Ally. But I don't recall promising you anything. I was free to choose whatever I wanted. You should have seen this coming.
Yep.
I told you I'd make you pay. And now I am.
Pay for what? Pay for what, huh? I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about. Was that in a different
You
route?
reap what you sow. This is your fault. You chose betray first.
First? Do you mean in round 1?
No. I mean the first round, too.
Have you lost it? Take a real good look at the results up there. This is round 2. My vote was ally. Yours was betray. I didn't betray you. I've never betrayed you.
Yes, you have. Remember? Oh, don't lie to me, Sigma.
What?
Drop the act. There's no way you don't know by now.
Know about what?
What's happening to you? The strange things you've been seeing.
Do you mean the premonitions? I wanted to say it, but as the word formed itself in my mouth, I felt a tingle along the back of my neck. Someone was looking at me. I turned around to see Luna, Clover, and Kay.
What are the two of you talking about?
It's nothing. Forget about it.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You were the only person who chose to betray this round. Is there some connection to what you and Sigma were discussing?
Yes, there is a connection. But you wouldn't believe me.
You don't know that. We might believe a lot.
I looked away and scowled. For several long moments, her eyes stared off into the distance, and I could see her mind working. Finally, she sighed and spoke.
Right. Well, I've got 9 points now. So sorry, but I'm out of here.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do I really have to explain it? I'm leaving. Through the number 9 door.
Hey, wait. It's always so loud. I scrambled around in front of her and threw my arms out.
You're in my way. Move.
No. I'm not letting you go. What happened to you? I didn't think you were the kind of person who'd ditch the rest of us so you could get away.
When someone betrays your trust, feels like a part of you dies. For me, I guess it was the part that cared. I don't think you have even the slightest idea what that feels like.
Betrays your... Wait, so you're saying...
Whatever. Just get out of my way.
No, I'm not moving.
I see. Then you leave me no choice.
So is this a fly ending? As she spoke, Fi bent down. Oh. She can fly! Then shot up into the air and over my head. I spun around to see her standing next to the number 9 door, her hand on the lever. You...
Nice try.
She grinned and tightened her grip on the lever.
Plaudite, acta est fabula.
What the hell's that?
It's Latin. Applaud. The
The
play
act
has
has
ended.
ended. Yep.
That's what it means. See you
Letter?
later.
Wait! Stop! A bolt of searing light roared through my brain. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Yes? Hello? To be continued. Oh, sad! So we are still locked out of this one. Well, at least we can go for the real Sigma ending this time around. Probably. Come on in. It's been a while since I had to close my door. A whole week without closing the door. Okay. We still are missing the password, I believe. We have one of the two things we need. this. Then we are still looked out. Yeah, then let's go for Sigma. If we can't continue this one, which I don't think, we'll go for Alice next. And then we shall see. Let's go. Yes. No. Yeah. That's not okay.
Why not?
Because...
Oh no, this is bad. Which door do you want then? The only other choices are A and C.
I thought about it again. If I went with A, then Luna and I would end up paired with Clover and we'd go through the green door. Yes? On the other hand, if I chose C, we'd be going through the blue door with Alice. So which one did I want? I decided to go with... Well, what should I go for? Does it matter? Does it matter? I don't know. It shouldn't really matter since there's only one flowchart thingy going down, but... Let's take Clover, I guess. I want option A. We'll take Clover and go through the green door.
What gives you the power to just decide that?
Because I'm me?
That's fine by me. Like I said before, there's something I want to talk to Alice about.
Are you going to tell me what this thing is?
That'll have to wait.
Turn.
Talk to me again on the other side.
Ugh. Now I'm curious.
So you're fine with this, Alice? With option A, I mean?
Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Are there any
course
other
not.
objections? Okay, that's it then.
I thought there were like
Let's go,
2
everybody.
minutes left or something.
10 seconds remain. 9, 8, 7.
You know, sometimes half an hour goes by with them exchanging 2 sentences and then they talk a whole slew. And it's just a few seconds. Which makes more sense because we can exchange a whole lot of information in a few seconds. But it is so kind of strange. We nodded quickly to one another and split up. Tamioji, Dio and Alice headed toward the red door, while Kay, Quark and Phi made their way toward the blue one. The gaping maw of the green door bounced in front of me as Clover, Luna and I ran toward it.
2, 1, 0. Chrome.
Huh? Is this a dead end?
No,
There's... I wonder...
just
look-
pull
why
it.
do I- This doesn't seem... You're not... Why don't you... What? What is just leave...
I sighed heavily and flipped the switch with as much languid disdain as I could manage. Jackson, what did you eat?
Oh. of the doors opened.
Yeah, and
Yeah, just the one on the left.
good job, Captain Obvious.
We might as well go through it.
Yeah, maybe we should try flipping it one more time though. I think you could actually manage it with just one hand, Clover. Just do it real fast. It'll only take a second. Just up and down once.
Ugh, you are disgusting.
You guys are annoying. That's what you are. Archives. There we go. Let's go. Okay, we know that a red book goes somewhere over there. Because I've seen that.
So
and we need
this is the
Strange Dolly.
archives. That's what it said on the door after all, but
Yeah, I didn't really expect it to be so archivy. All these books and stuff everywhere.
Maybe we can find some clues, yeah.
I agree.
Alright, let's split up and have a look around. Allons-y. What? Allons-y. Seek a way out. So I can forget about that. We have the green die, which tells me nothing. 5 times 5 is 25, so it would be 30. We need to get that lock off so we can open the box. As puzzles go, it's pretty straightforward. We just need the right 5-digit number. This is my hint. Oh, is it for... But that wouldn't make sense. Oh, any visible. Okay, let's see. That would be 2. Then 4 times 4 is 16, 20, and then 30. I don't know. But apparently that's not it. No luck. Come on, you can do it. Why don't you do it? Isn't there something up there? What is it? I can't see from down here. Here we have a book. One of these things is not like the others. You're right. It's a different color. Let's have a look. The stairway, very fitting. Go up a 0502. Okay. This book's different too. Maybe we should take it with us. Go up. B630. Yeah, I'm trying to... There's another book. Oh no, that's not it. To the sun. I think I double checked all the shelves. The sun, alright, and the lion. We're missing one book. Where is it? Can you read it? Nope. I'm sorry. You don't need to apologize for that. Don't you need Latin? Or at least some form of a Latin certificate if you study medicine? At least in Germany you do. You need the Große Latinum, which basically translates to Big Latinum, meaning you have to have had Latin more than 6 years in school, or you need to, well, take up a Latin course during your university days. And it's just basically because most of the bones and illnesses are, well, have a Latin name, and if you know what the Latin one means, you can literally just be like, ah, that's that, or it's in that part of the body, I understand. So you have like a reference to that. Sure, it doesn't mean that you necessarily need to translate stuff, be able to translate stuff, but basically just need to remember stuff. But yeah, I don't know. You don't need to apologize for that. What about you, Clover? Of course not. What? What? What are you talking about? Okay, we are missing one book, right? But where? I don't see anything out of order. Well, there are a lot of books out of order, but none that strike me as... Okay, let's see. We have To the Sun and the Lion. This line... Okay, they hint toward each other. I see, I see. Huh. Okay. Let's see. There's a 4, 5, and 2. Lion is D 7 and 3. To the Sun is C 05 18. And no, this one, the stairway, is B0630. Okay. Don't see how that's relevant yet, but we shall figure it out, I guess. A book with a red cover. Its title is Go Up. Hey, there's something written on the back cover of this book. Yeah, thanks, Captain Obvious. Notepad. There's nothing written here yet. We have the blue dye and we have the music box. There's no music coming from this music box. I guess it's just a box. I don't see a spring. Maybe we should check the movement? The movement. Sorry, movement means the internal pieces that actually make it work. Like the cylinder here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's been fixed in place with a Phillips screw. Oh. Okay. Oh, so. Is there anything on here? Oh, management numbers. What is this? It looks like some kind of chart. It says management numbers. What do you think it means? Well, pretty much the only thing anyone's gonna manage in this room is books. It's got the letters A, B, C, and D, and the numbers 1 through 8 running vertically. Maybe it's referring to the bookshelves in front of us. Well, the bookshelf has 8 rows, and so there's this chart. There's a narrow bookshelf on either side and wider ones on the middle. Yes, they're shaped like the diagrams on the chart. Okay, A is a short one, D is a short one, B are the big ones. B, C. Hey. Yeah, shut up. Oh. Hey. You kidding me right now? Okay, so go up is A. Let's... Oh. Let me move that. Fifth row of the rightmost column of the shelves on the management chart. Let's go up. 052. Shouldn't it go here? Okay. Yeah, no, buddy. He would be the sixth row. Sixth row. Hello? Oh, here. Okay, and that is the stairway. And seven. Ah, C is fifth. Ignore me. That's to the sun. And then the seventh one is you. What was that? I think it came from the other side of the wall. No, that wasn't the wall. I think it came from the bookshelf. What's happening? We just get a stairwell. Oh, bookshelves. Interesting. It sunk? I guess it was one of those trick bookshelves where if you put the right thing in the right place, it does stuff. It's like a staircase. Well, if they were nice enough to give us stairs, I guess we should climb them. Yeah, can we just go up? Oh, with a big skirt like that, it might get kind of dangerous. Oh, if I just hike it up, I think I should be. And I think there's somebody down on all fours trying to not look like he's staring up toward the bookshelf. Is this a signal? What are you doing? I lost your contacts. You don't wear any. Why? Why does there always need to be a perverted character in these types of games? I do not understand it. I don't find it funny in the least, and it is, to be honest, just plain disturbing. You climb. Okay. A doll. Okay, that's the only thing that's up here. Guess I might as well take it. Oh, can't really go any further. This is a dead end. Are you done yet? Was there anything up there? Yeah, I'm heading back down now. So, did you find anything? No puzzles or anything like that? Just that stuffed animal? Yeah. Hehehe, that's a funny looking dog. I think that's supposed to be a lion, darling. Dog. I'm pretty sure that's a lion. This is a lion. It doesn't really look like one. Nah, it's a lion. Oh, hold on. There's a zip on its back. Let's see what's inside. A memory card. Nice, I guess. Still have no idea what I need it for, but oh well. Now we have the red dye. But I still have no idea what I need it for. And we have 50 grams for no reason. And a screwdriver. Yep, totally necessary. Definitely. Is there anything? Oh! I know what it's for. Combine with... And then combine you with the ink. And combine you with the paper. Just need to roll this across the paper. And there we go. Pattern transcribed. Found a board. Nice. I guess. What is that supposed to tell me? Oh, are those the... Okay. So we have 6, 5, 2, 4, 1, 3. 6, 5, 2, 4, 1, 3. But... Do I have to... now I'm even more confused. Where's that stupid... Yeah, I don't care. Shut up. I'm not trying to go there. I wanted to go here. So... Is it based on position? Then would be 6 times 5, meaning 30. Oops, that was too far. 30. Then 2 plus 4 is 6. Then we have 1 and 3. No. This doesn't open. What else then? And I still have those stupid die that I have no idea what they are for. No, they were set to 0, so it can't be 0. Unless you're telling me if there's only one number, then would be 1 times 1 is 1 plus 1 is 2. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 3 is 12. No, it doesn't make sense. Unless you say it like so. No. Am I overcomplicating things again? Probably. Is that even supposed to go here? I don't know. What are we talking about? What's on the back side? That would be 1, 2. Would be 3. Yeah. No, it would be 2. This times. Then that would be 5 plus 3 would be 8. Would be 6, and that would be 4. But then I'm missing a number. Right? Yeah. No. Good. This is irritating me. I don't have any idea if that is relevant to this puzzle or not. Anyone any ideas? Oh. Has it something to do with their weight? But then, what is that thing for? Oh, I hate it. Let me move. Stupid camera. If you put things on both sides, then you could compare them, but do we actually have anything to weigh? Well, the scale had a die and a weight on it when we found it. We've got 3 dice. I think we should be able to figure out what they weigh using this weight. Okay, so pressing the check button on the scale will compare the weight. When the scale is activated, the check button switches to reset button. Click the reset button to move on to another measurement. Once you are done weighing things, click the back button to leave. Oh, this time it doesn't just, you know... Okay, so red is 50 grams. Good to know. Oh, I can't. Check. It's at least over 100 grams. Okay. What about the green one? So it's 100 grams. Good to know. And this is probably going to be 200 grams. No. Then 50 plus that. Okay, so 150. 50, 100, 150. Green 100. Blue 150. Red 50. Okay. I don't think the scale is going to unlock a box when we fulfill a certain condition or something. It certainly doesn't look that way. I think all we're supposed to do with it is weigh things. Okay, so... we have 100 times 50, which would be 5,000? 5,150. No? Not it? Oh. There we go. There we go! Unlocked! Good job! Let's open it. Oh, I wonder what this is. Or if this is someone's diary. Hehe, sounds like fun. Okay, let's open it. Nothing on the cover. I wonder what kind of book this is. Let's open it up. Yeah? I can't read it. I think this is Latin. Looks that way. Well, that's not a total loss. There's a bookmark at least. Maybe we should take that. You found a bookmark to review it. Visit the archive. Nice, I guess. Blue, red, red, green. Blue, green. But why do I need that? So that would be, what was it? 5, 6, 6, 5. Blue, red, green, red. Blue, green, 4, 2, 1, 3. Okay, so we have to make a die blueprint. But where? And why? And how? What? Oh. Alright, I've got this blue memory card. And there's a blue slot in the stand. And my voice is dead. Let's see what happens when I put it in there. What's going on here? It's showing the dice. I wonder the puzzle is. Well, there's only one way to find out. Roll the 6 dice to move them to where they need to be. Choose which die you would like to move by clicking it. You can roll it vertically or horizontally by clicking and dragging the mouse or using the arrow keys. So I have to be careful that I... Oh. Yeah? Yeah? Hello? Hello? No. There we go. That is correct over there. Red. And blues. Hello? Come on! Yeah, that won't work. Okay. Why are you making it so hard to move this stupid thing? No! Oh. This game wants to drive me crazy, huh? I need this. No, you stay there. Kind of ruined my... Can I move you? No! This is not where I'm moving you! I need to reset those. Green 4 and 3. Hey! Move up! I'm not totally... Okay, if I... Okay. Read down here now. Alright. How do I get them? Yeah. red was super easy and then the rest. Okay, it's that. Nope. We are not letting you off easy. It's kinda impossible. Unless they have to lie face down, that would be nice. Let's try face down, I guess. But then red wouldn't work. Ah. Okay, the other blue was 1. No. Oh, cool. Got the one where I wanted it. Now, how do I turn you around? Totally didn't pay attention how I did that. No idea. I was just trying around. And it suddenly worked. There we go. 6. Now. Need a red 5 over here. And a red 2. Over here. And a green 3. Where's the 3 over here? No. 3 and 4. That was not a 4, but okay. Yes, I did it. Good work, Sigma. That was amazing. Was it? It kind of changed. Do you think? Let's take a look. Okay, Sun Moon Moon. Is this? Yeah, it's the password for the save. But it's definitely not what I... Nope. Where's the save? Where's the stupid save? I saw it somewhere, no? Oh, why is it always so hard to move this? Ah, there. Yeah, shut up. Moon. Moon. Give it me, Sapphire. Okay. Now, what else do we have? Do I actually have to make it correctly this time? That was probably... Yep, I think I need to get the right numbers. That's kind of annoying. Okay. I was struggling so hard to get them correctly, and now you're telling me, yo, you did all that? That was fun. Now do it again. Green. Red. Green 4. There we go. Where's the 6 there? Six. Five and would be nice if I could get that over there. Yeah, that's the wrong password. Yeah. Damn it! Now it's all reset. I was just trying to fool around. Suffering for it. Right. No. Yeah. And this one is pretty straightforward. There we go. Got it. Sun, star, moon. Yeah. Sun, star. Oops. Yay! Oh. Ha! Open. Well done. The map nobody cares about. More stuff. Amberdex, keycard, nice. And the rules. We have to vote. Yep. Sorry, but that's basically always the same thing each time. So I'm not gonna read that. Let's go. Yep. Just close it. So we are not leaving the door behind this time? Presumably the lock for the door. Well, you guys ready? I'm gonna open. Go ahead. 3, 2, 1, go. You found it!
Is this another warehouse?
It looks like it.
Just like the one on floor A.
There's graffiti on the wall here too. It's something different though.
Well, it is so annoying. Memento mori if the 9th line ate the sun.
Did they make a mistake? That isn't how you spell it. They added that E to 9th, but why?
Yeah, that is weird.
What does it mean?
Well, I think memento mori is Latin for something like remember death or don't forget your mortality. Which is correct. That other part, I mean, I assume it's just what it says on the tin.
A conditional relating to whether or not a lion has eaten the sun?
But what
yeah.
on earth does that mean? It just seems like gibberish.
It is. Agreed. Whatever it means is beyond me.
Look at that door over there. Doesn't it look just like the one on the other floor?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, but there isn't anything written on this one.
It looks quite rusty. There's a big 9 on the other door. Guess that means this door isn't important.
I don't
Maybe
see
it
anything
is.
that looks like it might open it either.
Yep. Nothing. Not opening.
Of course it isn't. I mean, look at this thing. It's solid steel.
Thanks, Clover. Well, how do you open it then?
From the other side, maybe?
The other side.
Hey, what's the deal with those doors over there? The ones that are glowing white.
Do you think they could be chromatic doors? There are 3 of them.
Yeah, I think you're right. See? They've got those little boxes. These must be the next set of chromatic doors we're supposed to go through.
But they're all the same color.
Well, for all the other doors, we had to add colors together to make another color. In this case, We probably just have to make white instead.
Exactly. Suddenly, the voice of the announcer echoed through the warehouse. The Amberdex room has been opened.
An Amberdex 40.
What? How the hell did that happen?
Someone on one of the other teams must have opened one. All they'd need is one of the moon keys.
But why would they do that without waiting for the rest of us?
We can ask them when we get there. Come on.
This is repeated so often. I can't deal with this anymore. Leave me alone. Can't they just kill off Dio? The most sympathetic creature in this game, for sure. Especially since Sigma and Phi both can transfer their consciousness into their past bodies. If I understood that correctly, or interpreted it correctly. We leapt out of the magenta door into the warehouse the last few rounds that we've played. There stood Temiyoji, Dio, and Alice. Hey, what the hell is this? Why'd you open one of the AB rooms before the rest of us got back? It
Alice and I
wasn't
haven't done
us,
anything.
it was
Dio
Dio.
apparently felt he didn't need to wait.
You got a problem?
Yes, I do have a problem.
Why? I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open.
Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense. We already had this conversation. Why can I not skip it?
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere.
No sooner were the words out of her mouth.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see.
He collapsed.
What happened to
Yeah.
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
Shock.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary.
Not
His
shocking
condition could
news.
change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Let me skip. Temiyoji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged glances and followed. Let me skip. Let me skip. Let me skip. Let me skip. 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 Thank you. In the archives? No, there was just piles and piles of books and paper. Nothing even remotely like medicine there.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the garden. Plenty of vegetation, but unfortunately, no medicine.
Oh God. Then he's going to... Oh God, no.
Look, just to be sure. Where did the three of you go?
The pantry. There was tons of food everywhere, but Excelivir? Nothing.
Good. Can we skip now? For a moment, there was silence. And then we skipped. Alice, your turn. Thank you. Run away. Where do we find you? Oh, do we find you? No one here, huh? Where did you go? No point in complaining. I just need to look somewhere else. I turned and headed toward the exit. I'm so tired of those repeat story sections that are not skippable or only partially skippable. They're like minor changes as to, oh, you went to this room? Still nothing in there? Oh, sad. But it's still the same conversation. Yes, I know it is something different. I understand, but it just still sucks. Okay, so who do we meet? So, this is the pantry, huh? Alice, Temioji, and Dio searched this room. Did she burn herself with acid? Did she put herself in the freezer? No, nothing here either. We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. If she loses it like Quark did and nobody's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry. Look in the freezer, goddammit! I decided to try the garden where Phi, Quark, and Kay had gone after passing through their door. Can I skip this, please? Let me skip! Yep, I'm not. Ah! The first thing I noticed was the smell. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing that I read 10 minutes ago. Well, okay, more than 10 minutes ago, but you know what I mean. Just like I said, plants and stuff everywhere. We get some more views from this garden. Damn, she's not here either. This is bad. We'd been searching for Alice for a while and I'd found nothing. I hoped that nothing had happened to her, but... I told you, check the freezer, idiot. I searched every corner of floor B. She was nowhere to be seen. This is pointless. I should just get back to floor A. Maybe someone else has found her. Ominous music incoming. Wonder. It would actually have been interesting if she went for the acid water and drank it. Sure, you could try to neutralize it. Doesn't look like anybody's here. Oh, so we are finding her body now for the first time. Should have looked in the rooms. Yep. Now it's our turn to find her. Alice! The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It was almost like getting punched. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No. Why did this happen? I forced one shaking foot forward, and the next. My legs began to wobble, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down. Calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. That's why the... Yeah, well. Then, at last, I pressed my fingers to her neck. Those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly, she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. No. Embedded in her chest was a scalpel. I was no doctor, but judging by the angle, it looked like it had pierced her heart. Had someone stabbed her? No. What if she...
We're all going to die.
I'd rather die here!
Yeah, I still don't understand why she ran away. No. No! Something in my brain snapped. Yeah, I'm not doing that. A scream clawed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it. The last thing I felt was my body slumping to the floor as the world went dark. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. To be continued? Game over. Okay, so this time we actually get a bad ending for doing a lie. Or was it a lie? Can't remember. Yeah. What did we do? Here? It literally says it's open. You're not telling me that I have to play all those bad endings to get there, do you? Well, okay. Lock number 4. Lock number 6. I guess we'll play Alice. Hi Eric, how you doing? IG equals immunoglobin.
Do you know what immunoglobulin is? It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6.
IG replicator?
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah. Probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any
Who
ideas?
knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
That's it. I've got it. The IG replicates in the laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin replication machine.
What?
It can copy immunoglobulin antibodies. Luna just said Accelavir is made from antibodies. That means we can make more Accelavir.
Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
Yeah. We never could figure out what it did, though.
Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma?
I saw it when I was in the laboratory.
When was that?
Probably when you were looking for Alice, right?
Right. Nope. Dia was wrong. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. Shush, you don't have to tell them. I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. Shush, you don't have to tell them. So how did I know about the IG replicator?
If what he's saying is true, then we should be able to duplicate the Excelivir. That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Let's go have a look then. The laboratory, right?
Yeah. No time to waste.
We all nodded. Wait, we can't leave them here all alone? Luna, do you think you could stay behind and look after them?
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to.
Alright then, let's go. This takes ages. Yeah. Ages. Oh, you could cut so much out of this game if there wasn't this stupid walking animation.
So this is the lab, huh?
Yep.
Yes.
Where's this IG replicator thing?
Right here. See?
So this can copy the Excelivir?
I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Calm down, alright? Don't rush me. I carefully lowered the small vial of Excelivir into the slot on the side of the machine. An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably, that was where the duplicated Excelivir would go. Ready? Then when I push this button, it should...
Skip it. Just press the damn thing.
Right. And pressed. Sounds promising? Question mark. Did it work?
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. I reached down and pulled both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket. What are you doing? Oh shit.
What happened?
Sorry, my hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah, just one though.
What in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on, if it broke, then we could have just made another copy. For Demioji could reply if I spoke.
Guys?
What? I was surprised to hear a voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break!
No, the vial's fine. See?
She held it up in one hand but didn't move her eyes.
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Take a look.
There's more of them. She slipped back from the table quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look. Ah, so we found bomb number 2.
Whoa.
Bomb?
Really? That makes 2 then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real hard.
Then somebody must
Right.
have said it while we were looking for Alice.
Who the hell would do that?
We were all out looking for Alice. It could have been any of us.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect. Is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane. Listen to yourself. There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb.
True. Tenmyoji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
I turned in time to see her grab something from under the table.
It looks like a memory card.
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
Do you think they dropped it accidentally?
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes, I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Let's take a look. Could I see it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room. Nothing. Shoot. No dice. We'll need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything here. Infirmary.
So what do we do?
Infirmary. Come on. If I knew, I'd be doing it.
10 minutes. All if.
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
Not much we can do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
True, but
Drop it. We can talk about the bombs later. Right now we need to take care of Alice and Quark.
Right. So we'll go back to the infirmary, give them the accelerator, then head to the Flore warehouse.
Right.
This ought to do it. It might take a little while, but they should recover.
Her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand was the injection gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to the crude cod. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone.
Are they really going to be all right?
Yes. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Excelivir. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated,
it's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
I believe so, yes.
Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grinned. Agreed. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back.
5 minutes remain.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms and fast.
Damn.
5 minutes.
Don't even have time to catch our breath.
Come on, let's go. Floor A warehouse is waiting. Put the damn memory card in the TV in the infirmary. Why is nobody thinking about that? Who had the infirmary this time around? They have to use it. Had. Huh? Where's Temioji?
Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary.
What?
Why?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us. And this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
One-on-one, huh?
Ugh.
That's cool. Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose Ally. You know
Right.
why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but I'm not that desperate.
Right.
You see what I'm saying, right?
Very believable.
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had one BP left. Since Dio said he's going to pick Ally, I can't really pick anything else. If she does, Tenmyoji will...
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Kay and I are gonna be going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct.
How many BP do you guys have?
I've got 6.
So does Kay.
As do I.
This'll be a tough one then.
If one of them can get the other to Ally and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points.
Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but
I know. You would like us both to vote Ally, yes?
yeah.
I agree. If we were to both betray, then we would gain no points. We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Right. Okay, good. You're really gonna do it, right?
Yes,
Promise?
promise.
Look at his picture. That is his lying
1
face.
minute remains until Ambidex game.
Shit, this is bad. We need to move, now!
Indeed. Shall we?
We shall. Dio, Kay, Phi, and Clover all took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms. Counting from the left, Dio went into room 3, Kay went into room 4, and Phi and Clover went into rooms 5 and 6 respectively. That left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one on the far left?
Sounds good.
With that settled, we headed into AB room number 1. Who are we playing against again? Alex? Yeah, Alice, right. Well, I guess we'll ally.
30 seconds remain until.
It's probably a little late to say this, but you know Alice is still in the infirmary. So,
Yes. You're saying we should pick ally, right? Since Alice is going to default to that anyway.
Yes.
I know. It's not really fair to betray someone who isn't voting. Let me check the floor real quick. No, we shall go for betray. But I wonder... It doesn't really matter. Or our choice shouldn't have an impact here. Since no matter what we choose, we don't get 9 points. We are at 1. We were betrayed after all in the first Ambrex game. But why is this a bad end? Oh well. I'll be right back. I need a short toilet break. Wee. Be right back. Now, let's see. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. I guess I'm gonna break your trust Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the nunnery game didn't seem so scary.
10 seconds remain.
10
until
seconds
ambulance
remain
gate
until the next room
holding
closes.
closes.
Yeah, I don't care.
9, 8, 7,
Why is it every time? In the
5,
last second of every road.
3, 2,
Why?
1.
Sorry, my finger slipped, Luna.
Round
Okay?
2 of the
Totally wasn't planned. Totally wasn't planned. Luna and I stepped out of the OB room.
Why? What happened to it's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting? I thought...
You thought I was different? There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I'd picked betray instead. She betrayed us, why shouldn't we betray her? It had almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Oops. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my finger to the betray button against my will. Well, I guess I'm your, bad angel? Right, well, we should go see the results.
Really? We already know what they are. It's
Yep.
just simple math.
Oh, well, maybe Sigma doesn't know how to do math. The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I'd ever taken. I turned away and almost ran toward the projector. Anything to get away from those eyes. Well, you're gonna live with the consequences, my dear.
Results, please.
Are there any? Yep. Oh-ho. Oh-ho-ho-ho.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
But how? How did she wake up in time? What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. How can Alice's vote be betray? That's not possible. Alice. She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where had she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move toward us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Me? A coward? You've got some balls saying that to me after you picked betray. Why are you even here?
You gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
And then you still
You
chose
should still
betray.
be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible.
Huh.
I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people. A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary.
Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
So you showed up right after we'd gone into the AB room?
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
You're full of shit. Yeah, she would have killed us if we chose ally. And she would still claim, yeah, it's still self-defense. We healed you, asshole. And you were the one. Oh, the only logical choice is to go for betray. How could you choose ally? That's only the option for idiots. And be like, yeah, well, how dare you betray me? Now, Alice, you're so full of shit. In this round especially. Self-defense, my ass. You chose betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I picked ally, you would have had 9. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me. Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose betray.
Of course.
There was...
Tell the
That is
truth.
the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Yeah, but they weren't playing against me.
Yes. If Dio had chosen ally, Fi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen ally, Dio would have killed her.
But nobody expected anything else from
I don't
Dio.
wanna be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
I turned to look at the results again. Before, I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized that there was only one word all across the roster. Betray. Whatever trust we'd managed to build had fallen apart. There was never any trust between those guys. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the bomb? Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You've probably already all figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together. I might as well have been talking to a wall. Yep.
My apologies, Sigma, but I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Okay.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution. Sorry.
Deal.
Well, in that case...
Et tu?
Yeah,
Fi?
sorry.
Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here.
But you are, in my book.
Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Hold on! I'm coming! Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it.
Everyone's gone.
So it seems. You aren't going to leave
No.
too? Are you sure? I chose betray.
I know. But I still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something. Right?
My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hard and wet prick the corners of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed through the warehouse. What doors? Ah, those doors. As many times as we
Yes,
want,
as long
though.
as we have the star keys. That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over too.
Great! Let's betray each other over
Sigma,
and over again,
Could
unless
you
we
show me
get
your bracelet?
into the same
Do you
team.
remember what Zero Jr. said?
Yeah, don't care. Yeah, I remember. Oh, let's see here. Cyan pair. What about you?
I'm a magenta pair.
Damn it. No points. I wonder what the others are.
They could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
Oh, we've got about 18 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. I wonder though. Shut up for a minute. How are we gonna choose who to pair up with after you get the star keys? You only have 3 chromatic doors, so 3 set rounds. How does the game work after that? You always play against the person, the solo player as a pair, or the pair as a solo player you've been in a chromatic room with. So how are other pairs decided after that? Unless it's gonna be like colors are gonna be grouped together. You never get to the point, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but in this case, it actually could happen. But as far as I've seen, I think this is the route to the true ending. Oh, yeah. I'll be curious, I guess. So, what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah, physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. True that? It won't matter how many times we repeat the AB game if nobody trusts anybody else. True that. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it
Again,
would help
true.
if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Getting out? Yeah, but we've already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody else chose betray. Including me, of course.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
An
Yes.
enemy?
A common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the accelever. Huh. Yeah, that might work. If we can figure out which one of us planted those bombs, then everyone else would work together against them. Well, it seems to be Dio, so getting everybody to hate Dio shouldn't be that hard. But getting concrete proof that he's the culprit is probably the harder one. And yeah, it's gonna be hard to get everyone to trust each other. Even if you find a common enemy, you would have had to start way earlier.
Right.
But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues, huh? That's right. The memory card. I pulled it out of my pocket and held it out towards her.
What's this?
He told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what's on it, though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
Oh, I guess we can't really use it then. Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary.
In the infirmary, yes.
I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Dio and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one.
You don't tell.
I think we can see what's on it. The computer here should be able to read it.
Ooh. Luna and I exploded into the infirmary, nearly running into Alice, Clover and Temioji. Oh, having a secret meeting? Quark was there as well, of course, but he was just as we had left him, asleep on the bed. I would say dead on the bed because of the amount of stuff you gave him, but okay. I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb and the memory card and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes that we could discover the contents of the letter. Yeah. Continue. Hello. Thank you.
Okay.
Then stick it in already!
Go ahead.
Don't rush me. Right. Just as Luna had said, there was a small slot under the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. Yes? What is this?
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set.
In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of code or something?
It doesn't look random to me. I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Was there anything else on there?
No, it doesn't look like it.
So all we get is this gibberish. Okay, let me see. If I use the decode from Dio, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 M T C H U N E 0 doesn't work out. No, not possible, okay. Hey Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's up?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
Raining?
This is...
So you do recognize it.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Alice sighed and stretched her neck from side to side.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
Myrmidons. For some reason I felt like I'd heard that name before.
What are the Myrmidons?
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb?
It was said by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
Damn, I've got a ton of questions for you. But let me start with this one. What the heck does that thing say?
I don't know. How
What?
am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
See,
Not much we can do then. We can come back to that code stuff later. I've got another question. Alice, Clover, who the hell are you? Why do you know about this code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state, or something like that. Just what the hell kind of job is that? I think it's time you told us what you do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
That's idiotic. Of course I'm not.
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. I'm your friend. Just want all of us to get out of here. Just please tell us. Please. We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. But we have too little information. We need your help. Fine. If you won't tell us about yourself, then just tell us about the Myrmidons. What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Before I could blink, she'd leapt up and run out of the room. What? Why can't you tell us about the... Hey, Alice, wait! I took off after her. How does that make any sense?
How
I
long
don't
are you going to
see
keep following
it.
me?
Until the end of the world. Until you tell me what you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover? You already know she works with me.
Well, yeah.
Then why don't you...
Because you're her superior. I wanted to hear it
Why?
from you. That's a good question. Remember the crow quarters? Or this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I've spent more time with you than anybody else here. Maybe that's it. I guess I'm just curious about you.
What are you talking about?
Now she's flattered. She spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheeks. We walked down the path to where it ended, next to the pond. Well, I guess Sigma does have some game. I don't see how, but good job, my dude. I stayed silent. Alice sat down on the bench. We gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me?
What? Why?
I tried to kill you.
You mean in the AB game?
Yes. I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game. And then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could. Things just went downhill from there.
What do you mean?
I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying. And everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
That was probably the Radical 6.
Yes, I think so. I don't remember much after that. But when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could. It never even crossed my mind that it could kill you. God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared. See? I'm horrible. You hate me, don't you? Just do it!
What? Do what?
Kill me! Get it over with!
What the hell, Alice? I'm not going to kill you. I don't even hate you.
You're lying! I could have killed you. I would have killed you.
Come on, calm down. No one's killing anyone. A single tear rolled down Alice's cheek. Then another, and another, leaving shining lines across her face. When I reached out, I saw her tense just slightly. Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her cheek and off, taking her tears with it.
Why are you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
Ouch! That's who you are after, right? The people who killed your dad?
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with the Myrmidons?
Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried?
Come on.
If you keep your mouth shut, I'll tell you what you want to know. About myself. And about the Myrmidons. Deal?
Sure. My lips are sealed. What, crying? I don't remember any crying.
Good. All right then.
Alice took a deep breath and began. Girl, I cried so many times on this channel. I am not embarrassed anymore. My father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met when my mother was in Egypt on vacation and married shortly thereafter. Okay, so a summer fling turned into real romance. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist, and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which was why he moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to life in the United States. Oof, a French person speaking English. I'm sorry. I know there are quite a lot of French people out there that can speak perfect English, but Every time I'm reminded of an exchange student that was with us for a whole year from France. And the first English lesson she had with us, she was like, oh, French people can speak English so much better than Germans do. And her English was a jumbled mess, to say the least. And we all tried our best to hold back our laughter. Oh well. Not that some of the other students were any better, but it still amused me quite a bit after she was like, ah, well, my English is perfect. There's no way it wouldn't be understood. By my 9th birthday, we'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists, and he had been kidnapped. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her, as a single mother, alone in a country where any relatives were a transatlantic flight away. She did her best not to let me see it, but every so often, when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall. And in every line of her face, I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he'd never been taken. But wouldn't it have been easier for her to move back to France? Sure. Alice would have had to relocate, make new friends, learn French probably, since apparently her parents didn't decide that growing up multilingual is beneficial. Come on, she could have learned... They speak Arabic, right, in Egypt? She could have learned 3 different languages. Grow up with 3 different languages. She would have been done for life, basically. But, yeah, well. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full ride scholarship straight out of high school and spent the next several years studying, especially, yeah, come on, coming from Europe to the US, raising a child there, I don't know, I would force my partner to go back to Europe so I don't have to pay an exorbitant amount of money to send my child to school. Let's be honest here. Oh well. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons. Myrmidons How did she pronounce it? I don't care. Myrmidons. Although, at the time, that name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now, at last, I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. Yeah, no, he's the little brother that died. The commander is the one called Brother. I don't know if they ran out of names to give people. Still wondering about that. We know his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age. The Myrmidons are closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding, but trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother, is like trying to nail Jello to a wall. Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumors say that he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. Oh, that's the worst bit. That's what I fear when I do get old. If I get old. That my body can't keep up with my mind. You know what I mean? Like, you get stuck in bed or can barely walk. Can barely do anything. But your mind is still totally able to function. You're still clear. Everything's still clear. But your body just doesn't work. That has to be such a terrifying thought or terrifying experience. Well, okay. I just have to think of the 105-year-old that I met. When I met her for the first time, body was still quite good enough. She was old, of course, she was slow, but she could still do everything on her own. And then slowly, but surely, her body lost function over and over, continuously, until she was, well, bedridden. And with her 105th birthday coming closer and closer, she kept saying, I don't want to live anymore. I've lived long enough. I'm done. I don't want to anymore. And you could feel and see that with this thought manifesting in herself, that her body agreed with her, basically. She basically gave up, and that is what killed her. But it is also understandable. Well, she fell one time, and that was basically the beginning of the end. So sad. Aging is kind of scary. You know, I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of getting old. At that point, I hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. Then, one day, I got a tip that some of them are hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. I headed out immediately. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Nova. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them what they were doing, I got what was just about to the last answer I'd expected. They told me they'd been locked up inside of the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people they were chasing, who I was certain were Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to Soy Sauce headquarters. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had investigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Soul. There was also a 6th person in the SUV, although they weren't riding in it per se. A middle-aged man, who I'll just call H for now. Suki Novels, hi, welcome, and thanks for the follow. Had been bound and placed in the trunk. According to the other 4, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. Can't read anymore. We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. More specifically, I suppose, H was a member of Free the Soul and very committed to their cause. So why had he kidnapped all those children? Apparently it had been part of an experiment designed to test the ability of certain people to access what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown. No, please don't. Please don't. We've heard of enough of it. Please, no. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousness of certain other people. To be honest, it might be simpler to just call it telepathy. The soy sauce had heard of this particular ability before and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. How you doing? The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness that power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time, it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. I still don't understand why they were forcing her. Like they had all those volunteers from the kids that were abducted earlier. And Clover said no. But they came to her and were like, "We need you! Join us!" I don't understand. Why did it have to be Clover? But oh well. We will probably never know. Oh. Or maybe because she'd been a test subject in Age's experiment, we knew she had the ability to access the morphogenetic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. Yeah, but you had volunteers. Why did it have to be Clover? After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She would be tasked with the infiltration investigation of the Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that our investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All of the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover until at last, in a basement room, I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. It was my father. He looked as if he'd just been dumped there, and when I got to him, his body was already cold. It was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he had died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He'd said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone and tell her masters at the soy sauce to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was and who my father was. That was why they'd killed him. Perhaps they thought they were sending a message to me. Or that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had, at least, been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There, in the morgue, was my father, cold and pale on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. How were you able to recognize your own father's handwriting that you haven't seen in, 20 years? And probably weren't even able to read when he was abducted. What? Alice, make some sense, please. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. I broke down crying right there in the morgue. They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness. Not for the monsters who'd put my father through this. They'd destroyed my family. I would make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night, I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that it was the motherlode that we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. How did he figure that one out? I kind of want the whole passage to be about the father that was apparently able to show his daughter his handwriting while he was abducted and learn all about the position in longitude and Latitude? Right. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. And how was he able to do that, actually? Come on. Game! Yeah, that as well. I dug Lord Noir. There's so many question marks, yeah. It is super strange. I don't know. That they would have let him do that. There's no way that they wouldn't notice him cutting into his own flesh to create those codes, quote unquote. But I guess they weren't paying attention to him anyway. He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time, our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. So we took our time. We gathered information. We did our research. And we planned. Finally, we were ready. And you didn't do that on the other mission, alright? Good preparation. Good secret organization. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. So you inhaled the gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room?
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
I do. Thanks. She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
We should go back.
We should. Not yet. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
Which is?
Who here is a Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs. And based off the code we found, it's pretty clear that person is a Myrmidon. Right?
Yes.
And I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
What do you propose we do?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Clues? Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but...
How can we do that?
I told you. We need a key. Without that, it's pointless.
What's a key?
A key is a key. It allows you to sort of unlock a code. The Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Wait, a long string of numbers? Could that be... A good thing I wrote it down. 78153610098. I was almost as surprised as she was. The numbers had just kind of appeared in my mind and I was saying them before I knew what I was doing. Yes? Alice looked at me incredulously and I stared back.
Where did... Wait. Can you say that again?
781536109883809 42419905551.
That's 198,449,351 to the third power.
If you say so.
That number you just told me. Prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power.
If you say so. You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you multiply together to get it, right? Like, if you have 30, then you'd get 2 times 3 times 5, right?
Exactly. You probably learned that in junior high, right?
So you're saying that 198449351 is a prime, and if you multiply it by itself 3 times, you'd get 78153610988380994. Don't tell me you just did all of that in your head in seconds.
I did do all of that in my head. Simple mental arithmetic.
Simple. Yes. What? No. No way. That's impossible.
I told you. I'm better at math than most people.
That's not better at math.
Look at you. You just recited a huge string of numbers. That seems pretty astounding, too. Where did you find that number anyway?
I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her? That it just came to me?
Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. I know the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys. And there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number. I think there's a very good chance that number you memorized was specifically created by someone.
Uh-huh. Could you explain that with small words?
Well, look at the prime factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking the code.
I wonder how many times she had to go through that and re-record that number without making any mistakes. Since she always emphasizes to the third power. Wow.
You still don't get it? Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor?
I think the first row was CQ UJHM BYOL WXY. I think then they just repeat.
Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory.
Right?
We could really use someone like you back at the...
No. Well, keep going. How do we decode that?
You use 198,449,351 to point you to the right letters.
How do we do that?
Well, the first number is 1, so take the first letter. The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one. Then 8 from that one. Just keep going until you get something. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. I ran over what she'd said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was 198449351. So what would we get if we picked out letters like she'd explained? Do I really have to do that? The first letter would be C, from the top left. Then you'd move 9 to the right, which would give you O. Then 8 more to the right. Eventually we'd get a word, and that word was... You will have 6 chances to succeed. Fail and the game is over, okay? Code is 198. Yeah. Maybe you write it down correctly. 198449351. We start with a C. Go to the right. The code sheet won't be displayed when you input your numbers, your answers. So if it would be wise to solve it now. The key is 198449351. You want me to do this with this blocking my screen or what? Or only this one won't be displayed properly? Remember the key is 198449358. I have to do that with this. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. Let's do that real quick. So we have C, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9 is O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 F. 1, 2, 3, 4 V. 1, 2, 3, 4 O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Z. G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 L. And E. I think. C O F V O Z G L E. What? Can I see that stupid screen? At least. No? Oh. Wow. Okay. What does that mean? Good thing I can go back on the screen. Does that mean I have to continue from the right? Let's see. The game told me it's C-O. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. Continue from there. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is F. Then 4 is V. Yeah, let's go the right side, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4 is L. 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4 is T. Oh, is that my mistake? L, then 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. It would be Z again. Then 3 is X. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. L. Check from there real quick. Okay, let's try it the other way around. I don't know what my mistake was. C-O F-V O. No, not all. L, that's X, L, O. One, 9, 8. 4, 4, 9, 3, 1. I can look at it from the YouTube stream, thankfully. Just need to listen to, read Alice's explanation. If we see from the top left, then you'd move 9 to the right, which would give you then 8 more to the right. Eventually you'd get a word, and that word was something. But it doesn't tell me if I go from left to right each time, or if I continue when I finish on the right side. If I go down or not. Or do I? No, I don't have to do that 9 times, right? 3 times. C. And we go 9 to the right. Q, U, J, H, N, M, T, E, O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's my mistake. I found it. I miscounted M. Then we have P. M, P. Okay. Then L. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is E. 3 is T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is E again, and then D. Completed! Of course, it after all had to make some kind of working word. Completed. Check. Ah. I did it! Completed! That's it! That's the answer.
Completed? Are you sure?
Yes. I did exactly what you told me to do, and the word I got is completed. Well, actually, it's completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It's just repeat.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you.
It took me long enough, I know. I'm definitely certain.
Alright then. I wonder what completed is supposed to mean though.
What? Aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing here it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for.
Huh? What are you talking about?
And now I'm still missing some routes, so I probably am gonna get soft lock again. Pretty soon. I'm still missing 2 bomb codes. So yeah, I'm gonna get soft lock real soon. But I just didn't want to go for Sigma's route real quick. Oh. What are you talking about?
What transmitter?
I barely even heard her. Suddenly, my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave that had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. So why hadn't I realized it before? He could remember a series of numbers, but not this? Yeah, good question. At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons. And not just any member. He was their leader. That meant he had to be the one who planted the bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me?
No.
Then
Yeah.
answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. Ask Fi. More than likely, she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
No. If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this?
Point.
Out of nowhere, Clover appeared.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. We're all
Really?
down in the Floor B warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Quark.
Why?
We've still got 45 minutes until the white doors open.
I know that.
But... Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. I thought UK and Quark didn't know about the white doors.
Tenmyoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were, so we all followed him down to the Floor B warehouse.
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Phi and Kay were already there. Well,
So?
all of a sudden, Phi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
What?
Why? Did something happen?
According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Tenmyoji only had one BP, Phi had chosen Betray. They started to fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged into it too.
That seems odd. Phi only had one BP too. Betray seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Ugh. Just come with me. Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Okay, okay. Come on, Alice. Let's go.
Coming!
I love how she's like, yeah, well, it's perfectly understandable that she would choose Betray here, but when Sigma does it to save himself, she's like, how dare you? You were trying to betray me. She's such a hypocrite. All four of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. I felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. And then you go there with Alice and Clover. Not a good choice. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with his hands balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room. What? How? This room is ginormous, and you're telling me 4 people take up most of the room? Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. You need to knock it off.
Stupid? What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
I know, but yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree?
Are to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Quark alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What, I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps. But I think that's better than merely killing someone.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
Right. God damn it. Enough already. I roared with fury, and my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of this situation. Yes? Guys? Listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares, but I soldiered on. Okay. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
What?
Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Yep. Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
Well, spit it out then.
Please, explain what's going on here.
I don't think I need to. They are going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
What?
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say, Dio's mouth.
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
Yes, I do.
If you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
Oh yeah? Where the hell'd you get that fact?
Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He just played dumb. He was good at it. And I'd get nothing. That meant I was going to have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
Don't play dumb, Dio. Or should I call you Left? Brother ordered me to come here to keep an eye on you. It was quick, but for just a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable, admirable even. But perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background and how his younger brother Left had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person, Left. Yes? No, still not convinced? How about this? 7815361098838094241990551. Do a little prime factor decomposition on that and you'll get 198. Oh, if I'm not who I am, say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
What? No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No! You're lying!
I assure you I'm not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter?
No! No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
Sorry, what was that?
Why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
I grinned.
Wait. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, dear. I've never even seen brother.
What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
I don't know. Maybe it was divinely inspired.
Don't give me that shit!
What's going on?
What are
Shouldn't
these
you know?
Myrmidons?
Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tamioji quickly explained to Phi and Kay about the memory card and the number 2 bomb and about the code we'd found that was from a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons. Yes? Game. I set you to auto-continue. Then continue. Thank you.
So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yep.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going to kill you!
Her voice rose to a scream as she charged towards Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
Whoa there. I like my women a little feisty. But you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
Yes. I think I do.
He
I'm
looks
guessing
so
it'll
weird
set off
in
both
this.
of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
Is there one?
No. There are 4 bombs?
Exactly. I planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more. Bomb number 0. Add all that up and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off and it's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah, clones.
I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't for nothing.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Right.
Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
Die, you bastard! Yeah!
She roared and leapt toward Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face and he dodged Clover's spun out from behind her. Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand. Yes?
Clover, get him!
Right! Sigma!
Huh? Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole!
Nah. Yelling didn't do him any good, and Deer found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Strangely, though, once they had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? It didn't feel right. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What?
Ha! Serves you right.
What are you laughing at?
You, her, all of you. God, you're stupid.
What? Why?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off. We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
How long do we have?
About 30 minutes.
That's quite long, actually.
30 minutes.
Oh no. My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
I told you that already. First, we need a device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business. Ah, fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Of course. That's the plan.
Please, stop!
Just tell me what I want to know.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat, the right-hand pocket.
Clover, check it out.
Right.
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes,
It's no use. There's nothing here.
they all have
Did you
magic
lie to
pockets
me?
after all.
No, I swear, keep looking.
Oh, wait. There is something in here.
Clover pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out. Is that a pill? Like for medicine?
Hey, what is this?
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Oh, idiot. Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pill out towards him. He's gonna eat it and kill himself. Suddenly, he moved, his right hand snaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down on it. Almost immediately, he grimaced in pain.
Shit!
What? What was that?
Poison, I guess.
What?
Damn! How could I be so stupid?
No, that's completely Clover's fault. His eyes rolled up into his head in flecks of spittle. began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. Beep, 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 beep. I grabbed him by the hand, shook. What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
Don't screw with me.
Fine. Don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivation. You guys are persistent. Fine. Not gonna do you much good anyway. I'll tell you. But you only get one. This is the deactivation code for Bomb 3. Ready? LXQ LHC NMR.
What about the other three? Tell us the other three. No, I only need one more. He didn't even seem to hear me.
My body will be a part of the foundation of a bright future.
His voice was weak and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory.
Yep. One more to go. Those were the last words Dio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile.
He only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do?
We still don't know the position of one of the bombs. I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When he told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
Oh, so 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close. So,
yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
And the remaining 2 bombs, right?
Right.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
Maybe Dio has a note or something?
Hold on. Let me check.
She knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves, then sat back on her heels, frustrated.
Damn. It's clean.
She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right. I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. Okay, I'm gonna be soft locked again. Then at last, the chromatic doors opened.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven? or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How had we ended up this way? And a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. Whee! So pretty. My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, only the void. Alice, end. Okay. So Sigma's is the true ending? Why are those still locked? I'm kind of pissed here. um... Then suddenly the world shifted. For just an instant, I was somewhere else entirely. My mind reeled, and then, just as I'd begun to adjust, it was gone, as if nothing had happened. What was that? It was the same sensation I'd felt when I saw the vision of the bombs exploding. Had it been a premonition? This is bad. I need to find Alice now. But where could she be? Damn it, Alice, where are you? Oops. Return. Go to the crew quarters. What about the crew quarters? Yeah, that has to be it. No lying down on the job? What? They set off at a dead run. Isn't it a mad run? What is a dead run? The moment I entered the crew hallway, I made straight for the door to the number 2 door. Alice should be in here. I swallowed and threw open the door. Alice, so you were here. As I spoke, her eyes turned toward mine, but I didn't get the feeling that they were looking at me. Her skin was pale and sickly, and one of her hands held the scalpel, like I'd caught her in the middle of something.
What are you doing here?
It's okay. I'm just here to help you.
Help me? What do you mean?
Just let go of that scalpel.
No. I need it to get this bracelet off.
Oh.
Remember what Zero Jr. told us? The bracelet comes off when your heart stops. So I just have to...
Stop. Before I even finished the word, I was running. I grabbed both her arms and wrenched them back, pulling the blade away from her chest.
No! Let me go!
Yes.
I have to do this! I can't take it anymore. This whole thing is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. The only way I'm going to get out of here is to die!
Knock it off. With a grunt, I tore the scalpel from her hands. It was a second before I felt a burning pain in my left hand. I'd apparently cut myself getting the damn thing away from her. Very quickly, it progressed from a dull throbbing to a hot line of pain across my palm. Clenched my teeth and squeezed my hand tight. I was so focused on my pain that I barely heard Alice collapse. She didn't respond when I shook her. Hey, are you alright? Alice, say something. There was a moment of terror before I realized she was still breathing. I didn't know why, but it seemed she'd only passed out. Shit, what am I supposed to do now? Oh man, maybe the infirmary? It's got all those medical things. Buoyed by adrenaline, I hefted Alice's body and took off toward the infirmary.
Alright, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her result...
All
Everything's
hail
coming
the
up Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
What a lucky, lucky man you are.
Huh?
You two are gonna be playing against Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to Ally. That means if she stays here, the two of you are gonna be sitting pretty. Especially you, Sigma. After all, you've got 6 BP right now.
Are you saying I'm gonna choose Betray?
If you do, you'll get what you need to escape.
You bastard. There's no way I'd do that.
Is that so?
Yes, it is so. I'm not the only one making this decision. Luna's my partner, and she'll be in the AB room with me. You really think she'd just stand by and let me do something like that? Back me up here, Luna.
Well... Actually, I was planning to let you make the decision.
Right.
See? Told you. You can lie to us if you want, but you can't lie to yourself.
Shut up.
If I might make a suggestion, what if Sigma and Luna both remained here? Should all 3 of you abstain, then you would all be guaranteed to ally, correct?
Nope, it doesn't work like that.
Why not?
Here, take a look at this. I pulled the scrap of paper we'd found out of my pocket.
Huh? What's this?
We found it when we went to the archives.
There wasn't anything like this in the pantry.
Nothing in the garden either.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I guess they only put one in the archives. Whatever. I'll just read it for you. What again? Here are some more B rooms. Rules. You can't not vote because you'll all get penalized. Get it? The whole team can't abstain.
That means either Dio or Tenmyoji's going to have to vote then. And they're playing against Alice. Oh. I guess playing against is a little generous.
So Alice is guaranteed to vote ally, which means that if Dio picks Betray...
Knock it off. You trying to get back at me for what I said earlier?
Yes.
No way am I gonna choose Betray.
Of
You
course
do know her
not.
BP's at 1, right? What do you think would happen to her if I did that?
Yeah, you don't care. I wouldn't put it past you.
What?
Cool it, boys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in that room too. I'd planned to stay here with Quark, just to make sure he was safe. but it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that luxury. I can't trust Dio to make a decision for all three of us. That means we're gonna be sharing a room, bucko. I've got my eye on you. Happy now, Sigma?
Yeah, thanks. That's a relief, actually.
Exactly.
Oh man, everybody's against me. Whatever shall I do?
Can't be too careful. I wouldn't want to see Alice killed by an unfortunate accident.
What do you mean, accident?
Oh! Tenmyoji, before we went into the CDs, you told Alice there was something you wanted to tell her. What was it?
Huh? Oh, that, well, I mean, look, it wasn't important. Just forget about it.
5 minutes.
Time's running out, people. Clover and I will stay here and keep an eye on Alice and Quark. Everyone else needs to go.
What?
You're staying too?
Yeah. Something does happen. Clover might need a hand.
Aren't you a solo? You're playing against Kay and Quark, but with Quark out, that means Kay would get to decide this whole round.
Are you saying that you trust me?
Yes.
Even though I have 6 BP?
Yes.
Whoa, 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 are you nuts? What happens when he gets 9 BP?
I'm not worried. Kay won't betray me.
How can you know that?
I just know, I guess.
You just know? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Had something happened between Phi and Kay while they were out exploring?
I understand. I can hardly betray trust like that, can I? I will vote for our team.
Good. We're counting on you.
I've had enough of this bullshit.
Yeah, we all know. And nobody
4
cares.
minutes remain.
Come on! We need to hurry!
All right, you kids. Take care of those two, okay?
Of course.
We promise.
With that, we were off. I gave one last quick nod to Phi and Clover before heading back for the warehouse at a dead run. Again with a dead run. Such a huge distance from the infirmary to the warehouse. Barely manageable in 4 minutes. Everybody ready? I'm going to open my AB gate. I guess that doesn't really matter. D already opened one
Only you
earlier.
and I remain.
Right.
Okay, let's go. So sad. 2 more AB gates slid open. We all shared one last look at each other before ducking into our respective rooms. Let's start. And then gonna end it.
2 minutes remain until Ambidex game only closes.
Okay. We made quite a bit of progress today, I would say. But my voice needs a break. And I need a break from this game. So let's see what tomorrow has in store for us. We still have 3 endings, right? I think. Well. Eventually, we'll get them all. It shouldn't be too much longer, hopefully. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed and I see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.